Hello everyone, my name is Chip, and Kaldheim is fast approaching, and with it comes a cult favorite character and he's getting a makeover. Yes, Tybalt is back in black as Valky, God of Lies, and has been promoted to godhood. And both halves seem good. I think, maybe, I'll be honest, I'm about as good as evaluating cards as I am predicting the future. No way I can fail this class. Yeah, that arts degree was tough. Well, today we're memeing it up with Tybalt the Fiend-Blooded, which was at one point the best 2-mana planeswalker around. It earned that title by simply being the only 2-mana planeswalker around, and it is fondly thought of as the worst planeswalker card ever printed. Wizards couldn't even let white have that one, huh? Today we're running Tybalt as a 4-of in a red-white Taxes shell that's running Lurrus as a companion, in a deck I like to call Tybalt Taxes. The plan is to mitigate the potential downside of Tybalt's random discard by running a lot of low-cost permanents that can be recast from grave with Lurrus. I chose the Taxes shell because honestly, shoving Thalia and Arbiter into any 60-card list is kind of my thing. And if our taxing strategy pays off, we can potentially get a bunch of cards stuck in our opponent's hand, and Tybalt's Neg 4 can deal a healthy amount of damage. To further aid us in this venture, we're running 4 Aethersworn Canonist in the main deck, which can help keep cards stuck in our opponent's hand, and plays very nicely with our protection package of Giver of Runes, Selfless Savior, and Selfless Spirit. But Chip, you may ask, if the goal is to get cards stuck in our opponent's hands, why aren't we running a Magus build, so we can mess with our opponent's mana and stop them casting spells altogether? Good question. But today, the plan is not to farm the salt mines looking for shame scoops and lockouts. No, today our only goal is to confuse and amuse. And here's the deck. I honestly think if we are going to win any games today, it's going to be in spite of Tybalt, not because of it. But that's okay, we're not really aiming for wins today, just aiming to have a little bit of fun. Once you're done with the video, or even during the video if you're a mad lad, be sure to leave a comment and let me know what cards you're looking forward to in the new Kaldheim set. For me, it's Tybalt's Trickery. I'm excited to brew with it. Alright, let's get on with some games. Alright, we're going to reveal our companion. Both of us playing Lurrus decks. Whose Lurrus deck's better? I bet it's theirs. We're going to keep our hand. They play a mountain into a Swift Spear. They swing in for 1. We take it down to 19. Going to lead on Inspiring Vantage past the turn there. Opponent plays an Arid Mesa. Plays a second Swift Spear, goes to combat, swings in with both, we'll take it, down to 17. They crack the Arid Mesa, get themselves a stomping ground, and there's the light up the stage. Double Bolt, hit a Giver of Runes. I got 2 cards left in hand, hitting us for 6, 12? I think we got to play our hand out. We're going to run out the Thalia. If they don't have a land, we trap that Bolt. Pass the turn there. They go to combat. They swing in. No blocks from us. They cast Bolt, targeting the Thalia. 3 damage there. If we had have blocked, they would have bolted our face and still killed Thalia. This way, at least we saved 1 damage. But they didn't hit the second land. Okay. I think it's Sacred Foundry untapped. Giver. Pass the turn there. This way we can even Ghost Quarter ourselves to path something if we have to. Opponent goes to combat, swings in, no blocks from us. Hopefully they just don't have double bolt. Bolts our face. Prowess. Okay, down to 8. Lava Dart. Okay, Prowess. Down to 7. Lava Darts again. So we're going to Ghost Quarter our Inspiring Vantage. Get ourselves a Plains. Path on one of the Swift Spears. And then we take 4 down to 2. So we are pretty much dead, but this was our only real line. Canonist, not particularly helpful here, I don't think, because they only need 1 spell to kill us. We'll run out Aspirant, see what happens. Just pass it there. Counter on our Aspirant. Atarka's Command kills us. Okay. Game 2. Auriok Champions in, Burrington Forge Tenders in, trim the Cleansing Wildfires, run it back like that. Yes, I would like to play first. Reveal the Lurrus. Yeesh. I don't think this one's going to do it. That's a mulligan. No lands. Mulligan. This one's better. We're going to keep this one 2 cards back. Creator Maker, Ghost Quarter. I think we'll lead an Inspiring Vantage. That way, if we have to, we can path something turn 1. Opponent plays a Windswept Heath, cracks it, gets a Stomping Ground, runs out a Soulscar Mage. Okay. Mishra's Bauble, cracks it, looks at our top card. And yeah, we're going to path that now. They pass to us. They draw a card off their Bauble. We hit a Ghost Quarter. Well, we're going to play Sacred Foundry. Yes, I'd like to pay 2 life. And we are going to run out the Auriok Champion. Pass the turn there. They play a Forest into Dreadhorde Arcanist. Gain a life. They cast a Swift Spear. Go to combat. No attacks. Passes to us. Thalia. Well, we'll play Ghost Quarter. Run out Thalia. Up to 21. Pass the turn there. Lightning bolts our Thalia, goes to combat, Swings in with both. Bolts our face with the Dreadhorde Arcanist. Yep, another prowess trigger. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to try blocking, see what happens. Okay, we're down to 17. And they cast a Light Up the Stage. Reveal 2 baubles. Playing crack 1, and they pass to us. They draw a card off their bauble. Hit an Inspiring Vantage. Gonna play the Vantage this turn. We're just gonna get Lurrus to hand. Pass it there. They play and crack a Mishra's Bauble. Buff their Swift Spear. Crack a Wooded Foothills. Give themselves a mountain. Play another Monastery Swift Spear. Go to combat. They swing in with everything. No blocks from us. Down to 14. And they pass to us. They draw a card off their bauble. Selfless Savior. Yeah, that's pretty good. So what, if we cast Selfless Savior, cast Aethersworn Canonist, can just pass the turn there. Opponent's got the Bolt for the Canonist. Well, we'll sacrifice the Selfless Savior to save it. Pass the turn there. We play an Arid Mesa. We have an Abbot of the Keral Keep. Reveals a Soulscar Mage. Dreadhorde Arcanist. Lightning Bolt. They can't cast it because they cast the Abbot. Alright, blockers. Aethersworn Canonist in front of there. And Uriok Champion in front of there. Cool. Worked out well. They pass to us. Sacred Foundry. So awkwardly enough, our Aethersworn Canonist is stopping us casting this Lurrus. Getting back the Selfless Savior in the same turn. Play the Sacred Foundry tapped. Just pass the turn there. Opponent's swinging in. Yep. Abbot triggers the Bolt. Bolt's cast. Hits our Aethersworn Canonist. Triggers Prowess on the Abbot and the Monastery Swift Spear. So yep, that's our Canonist down. And now they can cast another spell, so no blocks from us, just in case they're holding a Stomp. They can't hold a Stomp, can they? Because they've got Lurrus as their companion. Oi, I've been playing around that all game and they don't have it. Temur Battle Rage, okay. Not looking good, not gonna lie. We are now down to 4. They crack the Arid Mesa. They've got 2 cards in hand. That could totally be 2 burn spells. Sacred Foundry, they're shocking. Okay, Lurrus to hand. And they play another Sacred Foundry. They're passing to us. Another Uriok Champion. That's pretty cool. We're going to play our Uriok Champion. Go up to 5. So if they have a Bolt, we're dead. Yeah, we got to play Lurrus and hope. Hope we can get this Aethersworn Canonist back. Pass the turn there. All right, they're casting Lurrus. We're all the way up to 9. Casting a Bauble. Cracking the Bauble. Another Dreadhorde. Okay. All the way up to 11. No attacks. Okay, that bodes well. Pass to us. I'm going to play the Sunbaked Canyon. We got to get something back, don't we? It's got to be Aethersworn Canonist here. Get another 2 life. We're going to sack the Sunbaked to draw. It's a Tybalt. Okay. That might prompt some action out of him. Cast the Tybalt. Tick up the Tybalt. We draw and mill a Selfless Spirit. So next turn we have a Selfless Spirit that can protect our Lurrus and our Aethersworn Canonist if they cannot deal with Lurrus this turn. They cast a Mishra's Bauble. Crack the Mishra's Bauble. Go to combat. No attacks. Woohoo! We're getting somewhere. Mishra's Bauble, they get to look at our next card. It's a Burrington Forge Tender. Hello. Well, we're going to cast Selfless Spirit. All right, that's a good amount of protection. So Path still hurts, obviously. So then now we're going to tick up the Tybalt. Okay, that's an Arbiter down. Awesome. We'll just pass the turn there. I'm happy just to sit back and gain life, opponent. I don't know what you want to do. Okay, they cast a Light Up the Stage. Kozilek's Return. Gross, yeah. They cast the Bauble. Crack the Bauble, target us. Play another Bauble. Crack the Bauble, target us. Goes to combat. No attacks. Fantastic. Passes to us. They draw 2 cards. So they got 6 cards in hand. We're going to tick up our Tybalt. They're casting Kozilek's Return in response. Okay, we're just going to sacrifice our Selfless Spirit, recast our Selfless Spirit. Are they doing that so we can't get in and attack them? Because now we have an indestructible Lurrus, and I'm totally happy to swing in with that. Okay, we're back up to 20. Pass the turn there. And we're not far away from ultimating the Tybalt either. Okay. I don't think they can play enough cards to get enough cards out of their hand. Yeah, they cast a Light Up the Stage, so they got 5 cards in hand. Double Bolt. Ooh. Aethersworn Cannon is doing work. So they have to Bolt Tybalt in our upkeep. Are we at that point where they're just going to have to throw bolts away? They're bolting Lurrus. Gonna sacrifice Selfless Spirit in response. Indestructible Lurrus. Okay. Cast Selfless Spirit from graveyard. Cast Aether Vial. Tick up Tybalt. That's 6. We're just going to swing with the Lifelinker here, just in case they randomly have Path for the Aethersworn Canonist. Alright, they're down to 7. Yep, they play an Arid Mesa. Are we going to ultimate a Tybalt for the win? Oh, that would make me so happy. I don't care if we don't win another game for the rest of this day. Just that would make me happy. Okay, opponent's casting a Soul Scar Mage for their spell for the turn. Passing it there. Okay, we're going to put a counter on our Aether Vial. Another Aether Vial, not bad. We are going to ultimate our Tibalt. Awesome. And our opponent scoops it up. Very nice. Is there anything else we need? I'm going to trim one Aether Vial for one Phyrexian Revoker. What else did they have that entered the battlefield? Yeah, so they're bringing the Remorseful Clerics, go down to 2 vials. I'm going to cut a Tibalt and an Arbiter, run it back like that. Hopefully we draw into our hate. Come on, draw into our hate. We reveal our Lurrus. No, we're not keeping this one. That's a mull. Don't think that's going to do it. Mulligan that one. This one's better. We're going to keep 2 cards to the bottom. It's got to be Arbiter. And yeah, it has to be Tibalt. Done. Opponent plays a Sacred Foundry. Starts with a Soul Scar Mage. Passes to us. Inspiring Vantage into an Aether Vial. Pass the turn there. They play a Forest. Swing in for 1. Okay. Down to 19. And that's a Dreadhorde Arcanist. And they pass to us. We're going to put a counter on our Aether Vial. Another Aethersworn Canonist. Hello. Well, we'll go Sunbaked Canyon. Auriok Champion. Pass the turn there. Opponent plays a Windswept Heath. Casts an Atarka's Command. +1/+1, gain reach, and 3 damage to us. Okay. Goes to combat. Recasts the Atarka's Command. We're down to 12 already. Go to blocks. Put it in front of the Soul Scar Mage. Nice. Down to 9. They crack the Windswept Heath. Get a Sacred Foundry untapped. And cast a Light Up the Stage. Get themselves a Soul Scar Mage and a Windswept Heath. And they're passing to us. Well, we're going to tick up our Aether Vial. Play a Ghost Quarter. Run out an Aethersworn Canonist, gain a life, back up to 10, and we'll pass the turn there. Yep, they play the Windswept Heath, cast the Soul Scar Mage, we're going to gain a life. No attacks, cracks the Windswept Heath, plays a Stomping Ground untapped, putting their Lurrus to hand. Do we play this Canonist now? I don't think we do. Go to our turn. I'm going to keep the Vial on 2, draw a Mountain. Play the Mountain. Yeah, I think we just get Lurrus to hand. Pass it there. Opponent plays a Wooded Foothills. Hard casts a Light Up the Stage. Monastery Swiftspear and an Arid Mesa. Goes to combat. Swinging in with the team. Aether Vial. Aethersworn Canonist. Gain a life. Go to blockers. I think we're going to double block that Arcanist. And then single block a Soul Scar Mage with the Auriok Champion. Yep. Opponent cracks the Wooded Foothills. Kind of hoping for anything that makes our stuff indestructible. Even if it's just a one-of. Pass to us. Aether Vial. Okay. Yes. Remorseful Cleric is not bad at all. Play the Sacred Foundry. We won't pay 2 life. Run out Remorseful Cleric. Gain a life. Go to combat. Yeah, I'm going to get him with both. Opponent's down to 7. Pass the turn there. Opponent plays an Arid Mesa. Casts a Manamorphose. That's certainly a choice. No attacks. Passes the turn. So this turn could hurt. We're going to keep Aether Vial on 3. Draw another land. Well, we're going to blow up our Sunbaked Canyon to draw a card. Another Aether Vial. Play the Plains, play the Aether Vial, go to combat, swing in the air for 2. Yep, opponent's casting an Atarka's Command. Just nuke their graveyard now then. Just pass the turn there. Opponent plays a Monastery Swiftspear, we gain a life, back up to 8. No attacks, passes to us. Gonna tick up our little Aether Vial, keep the other one on 3. Yep, Kozilek's Return, sure. Revoker, activate Aether Vial, Lurrus into play, cast the Auriok Champion. Opponent's cracking the Arid Mesa in response. Gets a Sacred Foundry tapped. Gonna cast our Phyrexian Revoker. Name Mishra's Bauble. Gain a life. Back up to 10. Pass the turn there. Opponent plays a Mountain. Has the second Kozilek's Return. Yep, that is unfortunate. We thought they might have. Wasn't any real way to play around it. And that is swinging in for 6. If they've got another spell that's lethal. No. And they cast the Lurrus. Okay. Pass to us. There's nothing we can draw, is there? I don't think so. I mean, Tibalt. We came here to play Tibalt. We're not going to not play him. Take it up. All right, you got his opponent. Okay, we've lost the die roll. We're going to reveal our Lurrus. I think we can keep this one. Opponent leads on a Sacred Foundry, untapped, into a Monastery Swiftspear. We got the Soul Read with that Aethersworn Canonist. They swing in for 1. We're just going to take it. Luminarch Aspirant as well. Well, we'll lead on Inspiring Vantage, run out Aether Vial, pass the turn there. They play another Sacred Foundry, Lightning Helix us. This is just good old-fashioned red-white burn. We're down to 16. They swing in for 2. Going to take it down to 14. Pass to us. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. Just going to play a mountain, cast Cleansing Wildfire now. Pass the turn there. Was hoping to hit a giver. They play a Bloodstained Mire, crack it, hit a mountain. Monastery Swiftspear gets in for 1. No blocks. Double bolt our face. Down to 8. Down to 5. Suspend a Rift Bolt. Pass the turn there. We're going to put a counter on our Aether Vial. Another Path. Not great, not bad. Going to cast the Aspirant. Put a counter on it. Pass the turn. Rift Bolt comes off suspend. They cast it, targeting us. We're going to activate our Aether Vial. Put Aethersworn Canonist into play. We're down to 2. They could just kill us in the upkeep. They're trying to cast a spell, but they can't. Unless that is another creature, we are dead. They're swinging in. Going to path that Monastery Swiftspear. They're trying to cast that spell. We are going to put a counter on our Aether Vial. Play the Ghost Quarter. Put Lurrus into hand. Go to our turn. Put a counter on the Aethersworn Canonist. Swing in for 3. Pass the turn there and hope our opponent doesn't hit a burn spell, which in a burn deck, probably not likely. Yeah. Boros Charm will do it. Alright, sideboarding. Burrington Forge Tenders in. Uriok Champions in. Felidar Cubs? Yeah, Felidar Cubs in. What do we go down? Arbiters aren't doing much against them. Oh, actually, we'll go down the Cleansing Wildfires. Bring back in some number of Arbiters. And we will run it back like that. Yes, I would like to play first. Yes, I will reveal my Lurrus. And yes, I'm going to keep this hand. Inspiring Vantage. Into Giver of Runes. Pass the turn there. They play a Sacred Foundry. Shocking themselves. Get a Monastery Swiftspear. Goes to combat. Does not swing in. Okay, no gut shot. Passes to us. I think it's Sunbaked Canyon. Burrington Forge Tender here. Pass the turn. Oh, I suppose we could have gone Uriok Champion, couldn't we? Because we would have gained the life back once we played the Burrington. Opponent plays a Sunbaked Canyon. Casts an Eidolon of the Greater Revel. Okay, no attacks. Passes to us. We're going to play a mountain. Lose a couple of life. Cast an Uriok Champion. Go to combat. Swing in for 1. Opponent takes it down to 16. Pass the turn there. Opponent plays a Sunbaked Canyon. Suspends a Rift Bolt. Passes to us. Goblin Crater Maker. Oh, we'll cast the Goblin Crater Maker. Yep, we're going to lose 2 life for doing that. Gain a life off our Uriok Champion. We're going to wait. No attacks this turn. Just pass it back. Yep, Rift Bolt comes off suspend. Opponent casts it. Targets our face. Okay, we'll just take that. They deal 2 to themselves. We're down to 13. They play another Sunbaked Canyon. They cast a Goblin Guide. Eidolon hits them for 2. We gain a life. They suspend another Rift Bolt. Swing in for a bunch. Goblin Guide trigger. Tibalt on top. Okay, well, we'll go to blocks. Block here, block here, block here. Okay, and we'll see if our opponent wants to do anything before damage. Casts a Skull Crack. Yep, deals 3 damage to our face. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Okay, gonna pay a life, blow up the Goblin Guide, save the Uriok Champion. They're down to 7. We're down to 10. Okay, pass the turn there. Gonna run out of Leonin Arbiter. We're gonna lose 2 life, but we gain 1. Back up to 9. Pass the turn there. Yep, opponent Rift Bolts. We can target the Giver this turn. No, they're targeting our face. Okay, they are down to 5. We're down to 6. They play a Bloodstained Mire. They go to combat. Boros Charm hurts, doesn't it? Well, we're going to block like this. Your opponent eats our Leonin Arbiter, cracking a Sunbaked Canyon to draw, passing to us. Land is good. Just going to pass the turn here, I think. Maybe we get them trapped under their own Eidolon. Oh, they hit a mountain, cracking a Sunbaked Canyon to draw. Goes to combat, swinging with both. So what do we do here? So if we path, we go down to 4. Boros Charm kills us. We double, we have to block each one, or else they just kill us with Boros Charm, don't they? Okay, block each one, I think. Yep, okay. They don't cast anything, so both our creatures live. They're just going to pass it there. So the issue is where our life is. If they've got Boros Charm, we're just dead, aren't we? Just going to get Lurrus into hand then. Pass the turn there. Cracking the Sunbaked Canyon to draw. Yep, 4 cards in hand. Chance of having 2 bolts pretty high. Lava Spike, yup. But down to 3. Lightning Bolt, that does it. Got us. We win the die roll. We're going to go first. Going to reveal our Lurrus. Path, Cleansing Wildfire. That's a mole. I think we can keep this one. Cleansing Wildfire at the bottom. Lead on an Inspiring Vantage. Pass the turn. They play a Swamp and duress us. Okay, they take Tibalt. Okay, pass the turn there. You know, I wanted to play Thalia, but I'm tempted to play Aether Vial. Yeah, I think it's Aether Vial here. Pass the turn there. They play a Plains into a Bitter Blossom. Gross. Pass to us. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. Another Aether Vial. Well, we'll try for Thalia. Pass the turn there. They get themselves a Fairy. Play a Godless Shrine. Tapped. Fatal Push on our Thalia. Okay, they pass to us. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. They cast a Luminarch Aspirant. Go to combat, put a counter on the Aspirant, pass the turn there. Yep, opponent gets a second Fairy, plays a Swamp, runs out a Sorin, Solemn Visitor, ticks it up, goes to combat, and swings in for 2. We're just going to take it. Opponent back up to 20. In their end step, we activate the Aether Vial, put Leonin Arbiter into play, go to our turn. We're not going to tick up the Aether Vial this turn. Going to path that fairy, go to combat, put a counter on the Arbiter, attack that Sorin. Sorin down. Pass the turn there. We could have played our Aether Vial. Ah well. Opponent swings in for 1. We're going to take it. Down to 17. And yep, that's a Wrath of God. They pass to us. We are going to tick up the Aether Vial. Play the Inspiring Vantage. Put Lurrus into hand. Pass the turn there. They get themselves another fairy. Play a Fetid Heath. Yeesh. Divine Visitation. That's going to be a problem. That's what that is. Oh, they pass to us. We're going to activate our Aether Vial. Yep, put Lurrus into play. Go to our turn. I don't think Tybalt helps us win too well here. We're going to run out the Aspirant, run out an Aether Vial, go to combat, put a counter on the Lurrus. We're going to swing in. Yep, we gain 4 life, they lose their fairy, and now they're going to start making angels. Yep, that's 4/4 Flying Vigilant Angel. Hunted Witness, gross. Seraph of the Scales, yep, also pretty gross. Passes to us. Thalia, not great. Let's get Tybalt. Tick up Tybalt. Play Ghost Quarter. Play Thalia. Put a counter on our Lurrus. Pass the turn there. Opponent gets another angel. Gives Seraph Vigilance. Goes to combat. Swings at our face for 8. We will take it. Down to 13. Go to our turn. Put our other Aether Vial on 2. Keep the other one on 3. Selfless Savior, not bad. Run out Selfless Savior. Tick up Tybalt. Selfless Spirit. Also pretty good. Go to combat. Put a counter on the Lurrus. Say it's about time we start swinging in. So that's going to give them a lot of angels, isn't it? Means they're going to have 12 angels? No, 16 power worth of angels. Okay. They're giving it Death Touch. Well, we're going to sacrifice the Selfless Savior. Give our thing indestructible. Okay. They get a bunch of angels, but we gained 6 life. Then we are going to recast Selfless Savior from the graveyard. Pass the turn there. They lose a life. Get another angel. Giving their creatures lifelink. Okay. Yeesh. Deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. Deals 1 damage to us. That's very fair. Goes to combat. Swinging everything at us. I think if we activate Aether Vial, put Selfless Spirit into play. Go to blockers. Block with Selfless Spirit. Sacrifice the Selfless Savior to give it indestructible. Okay. We are down to 6. They pass to us. Keep our Aether Vials where they are. Aether Swarm Canonist, not ideal. Tick up Tybalt. It's another Canonist. Okay. Cast Selfless Savior from bin. Go to combat. Put a counter on the Lurrus. We just need to survive this turn and next turn as well. We're going to attack Sorin with Lurrus. And that Hunted Witness is going to make another angel, so maybe we don't have enough life. Yep, don't think we do. Pass the turn there. Huh. Alright, opponent's doing all sorts of stuff. We're going to scoop it up there. Alright, Phyrexian Revoker in. I think Tocatli works. Felidar Cubs in. I think Goblin Cratermaker's pretty safe cut. Aether Swarm Canonists weren't too impressive. Bring in an Uriok Champion for the Bitter Blossom style stuff. Yeah, bring in both. Run it back like that. Yes, I would like to play first. Yes, I will reveal our Lurrus. 1 lander, Mulligan. No action, but a little better, I suppose. Do we want to keep this? Opponent's keeping 7. Gonna mulligan this one. Gonna keep it now. 2 cards back. They're tokens, so Path probably won't do extremely well. I think we'll go for Ghost Quarter. Lead on a Sacred Foundry tapped and pass the turn. Opponent leads on a Swamp and Duresses. That takes away Tybalt. Passes to us, Sacred Foundry. Well, we'll play Sacred Foundry, we'll pay 2 life, and we'll just run out the Uriok Champion. Pass the turn there. Opponent plays a Plains, has the Bitter Blossom. Passes to us. Gonna play a Mountain, run out the Aspirant, gain a life, put a counter on the Uriok Champion, swing in for 2. Opponent takes it down to 18, pass the turn there. Yeah, we gain a life off the Champion. Opponent plays a Swamp, Fatal pushes our Aspirant, Duresses us, sees the Ghost Quarter they already knew about, passes to us. Play the Ghost Quarter, go to combat, swing in for 2. Opponent takes it down to 15. We haven't seen any Thought Seizers, so hopefully Lurrus is safe in hand if they're only running Duress. Yep, they get themselves another Fairy. They play a Godless Shrine tapped. They swing in for 1. We're going to take it down to 20. They cast a Lingering Souls. We go up to 22. They pass to us. Path to Exile. Well, we'll play Sunbaked Canyon, run out the Lurrus. Go Aspirant this time round. Go to combat, put a counter on our Uric champion. Swing in for 3. Opponent throws a Spirit under the bus. Pass the turn there. Bitter Blossom ticks up, we gain some more life. We cast a Seraph of the Scales, we gain even more life. They swing in for 2, we're going to take it. Go to our turn. Aether Vial. Path to Exile on the Seraph. Cast Tybalt from Grave. Tick it up. Hit another path. Okay, that's pretty good. Go to combat. We're going to put a counter on our Lurrus. Swing in for 7. Yeah, they block both. We gain 4 life. Up to 27. Pass the turn there. Bitter Blossom ticking up. We're still gaining life. Divine Visitation. Yep. Frustrating. Passes the turn to us. Inspiring Vantage. We want to tick up, but we're totally going to lose our path if we do, aren't we? We're going to crack the Sunbaked Canyon to draw. Oh, okay. Felidar Cub is fantastic. Play Inspiring Vantage. Run out the Felidar Cub. Blow up that Divine Visitation. Go to combat. Put a counter on the Lurrus. Swing in. Yep, opponent goes down to 9. We're going to tick up the Tybalt now. Yep. Get ourselves an Arbiter. Pass the turn. Opponent loses a life to the Bitter Blossom. Swings in for 2, hitting Tybalt. Oh, they're threatened by the Tybalt. All right, that's a Wrath of God. Fair enough. We've had our fun. They pass to us. All right, well, we'll tick up Tybalt. Okay, we get a land. Not great, not bad. Run out Leonin Arbiter. Take him off that Godless Shrine. Pass the turn there. And it plays a Godless Shrine. Untapped. Divine Visitation. Okay, we are in a little bit of trouble now. Go to our turn. Sunbaked Canyon. I'm going to play it, and I'm going to draw. Cleansing Wildfire. Well, we're going to cast Cleansing Wildfire. Look at us, blowing up lands, upticking our Tybalt. All right, so Tocotli only triggers when creatures enter the battlefield. This is when a token would be created. So I don't think it's going to work, unfortunately. Well, we'll go to combat. Swing in for 2. Opponent's going to block. Okay. Now, if we tick up the Tybalt, what could we get that gets us out of this? Oh, we could get a Felidar Cub. Yeah, okay, we'll tick up. Nope, that was just a Path to Exile. That probably would have got us out of this, actually. Ah, well. Play Tocotli. Pass the turn there. Opponent's down to 4. They do get a 4/4 Angel. And they do cast a Seraph. Okay. And they're passing the turn to us. Plains, not helpful. Tybalt. Cleansing Wildfire, a little better. We'll hit their second white. Another Tocotli. Not great, not terrible. Just pass the turn there. They're still losing life to this Bitter Blossom. Yep, Seraph gets Vigilance, that's fine. Goes to combat. They're going to kill Tybalt. They are killing Tybalt. Tybalt didn't die? What? They only attacked 1? Okay. Play Sunbaked Canyon. Draw a card. It's another Tybalt. Oh, that'd just be funny, wouldn't it? Oh, that'd be funny. Okay, if we tick up Tybalt and we don't get anything good, we can play the other Tybalt. Tick it up. What do we hit? We discard an Uric champion. Okay. All right. We're going to hold on to this Tybalt. I'm going to pass the turn there. Hopefully our opponent doesn't find a way to gain life and this Bitter Blossom kills them. They are now down to 2. All right. They swing everything at us. We're down to 19. It's getting close. They've got the Hunted Witness. Pass to us. Plains. Okay. Tick up Tybalt. Discard a Selfless Spirit. All right. Well, we're going to play Tybalt. Keep the other one. Tick up Tybalt. Felidar Cub. Okay, that's pretty good. Cast the Felidar Cub. Get that Divine Visitation out of here. Whew. Pass the turn there. Come on, no lifelink for our opponent. Let us get one. All right. We got one. We got 7 minutes to try to win now. Okay, how on earth do we do this? I think this is all we've got. We've got no sideboard for it. We reveal our Lurrus. A no-lander. Mulligan. 1 lander, but I'm keeping. What do we put back? Cleansing Wildfire? Tybalt? Is it Tybalt? I don't want to put back Tybalt. It's got to be Tybalt. Okay, we're hoping to hit a land very early on. They play a Plains. And a Sacred Cat. They pass to us. Okay, Aether Vial certainly makes the world a lot nicer. We'll lead on Plains into Aether Vial then. Alright, most of our mana problems are solved now. They play a Fetid Heath. Duress us. Yeah, that's Cleansing Wildfire gone. And play a Hunted Witness. Okay. And they're swinging in for 1. We're going to take it. Down to 19. They pass to us. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. Alright, Mountain, not bad. Gonna lead on Thalia. Pass the turn there. And plays a Swamp. Another Sacred Cat. Goes to combat. No attacks. Well, we're gonna Aether Vial in their end step. Give her runes into play. Tick up that Aether Vial to 2. Play an Inspiring Vantage. Go to combat. Swing in for 2. Opponent blocks with the Hunted Witness. And a Sacred Cat. No, they don't. Just with the Hunted Witness. Gets themselves a Soldier token. Gonna run out the Arbiter here. Pass the turn there. Suppose we could have just got Lurrus to hand there. Opponent plays a land. Swings in with everything. Okay, well, we'll go to blocks. Arbiter on the soldier. It's probably a board wipe trying to come in. Opponent can't play a Wrath of God this turn because of Thalia. They run out of Seraph. Okay, passes to us. We're going to keep the Eighth of Isle on 2. Sunbaked Canyon. Crack it to draw. Tybalt. Okay. Puts us in a weird position, doesn't it? Because we really want to keep the Felidar Cob. Okay. Going to swing with the Arbiter. Give the Arbiter protection from white. Opponent takes it down to 22. Pass the turn there. Opponent gives the Seraph Vigilance. Swings in for 4. We have to take it. Down to 13. Go to our turn. Yeah, we're going to tick up our Eighth of Isle. Play Sunbaked Canyon. Get Lurrus to hand. Give Leon an Arbiter. Protection from white. Go to combat. Swing in for 2. Opponent takes it down to 20. We pass the turn. Yep, opponent gives the Seraph Vigilance. Goes to combat. Swings in the sky for 4. Path to Exile would be quite nice about now. They play a land. Pass to us. We're going to keep the Eighth of Isle where it is. Luminarch Aspirant isn't bad. I'm going to crack the Sunbaked Canyon to draw. Give of Runes also not bad. Run out the Aspirant. Put a counter on the Thalia. Go to combat. Swing in. Opponent takes it down to 17. We're going to pass the turn there. Opponent plays a Plains. Gives the Seraph Vigilance. Swings in. We're going to have to block. Yep. Take 4 down to 5. Opponent's embalming the cats. Goes to the end step. Yep, we're activating Eighth of Isle now. Time for Lurrus to come on down. Go to our turn. Keep Eighth of Isle where it is. Another Tybalt. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm going to run it out. Tick it up. It's a Cleansing Wildfire down. Put a counter on our Lurrus. Go to combat. Swing in with both. Opponent takes it all. We go back up to 9. Pass the turn there. Opponent gives the Seraph Vigilance. Swings at us for 4. We're back down to 5. Yep, that's the Wrath of God that we knew was coming. They're going to get 2 Flying Spirits. Get themselves a Sacred Cat. Passes to us. Sunbaked Canyon, we're going to play it. Felidar Cub, we're going to play it. Give of Runes, we're going to run it out. Going to tick up our Tybalt. Draw and discard a Ghost Quarter, and we'll just pass the turn there. They cast a Divine Visitation. Okay. Swing at us for 2. We've got no choice but to take it. Down to 3. Thalia. Thalia's not terrible. Run out Thalia. Tick up Tybalt. Giver of Runes, also not bad. Swing with the Felidar Cub. Hit our opponent down to 10. Pass the turn. Yep, opponent swings at us for 2. Nothing we can do about it. We are now down to 1. I don't know how we get out of this. Arbiter, not helpful. Arbiter Ghost Quarter, also not helpful. Tick up Tybalt. Really not helpful. Yeah, unfortunately, I think they've got us. Well, we'll scoop it up. So Tybalt Lurrus taxes, I'm going to be honest, went pretty much the way we thought it was going to go. We had some good tools, but that was more we had good tools in spite of Tybalt. Do I recommend playing this deck? Absolutely not. This is definitely a case of I'm playing it so you don't have to. Don't try this at home. It's definitely fun. I do like the element of randomness. So if you just want to play a casual deck or you're sick of playing, hardcore taxes, which I'm going to be honest, taxes is tough. So a nice little Tybalt Lurrus Mimi deck is pretty much exactly what I needed to get my spirits back up and just have some fun on the table with a bit of randomness. I hope you've all enjoyed the video, and until next time, have fun.